Yo, what's up my YouTube family? John Vitt here, back with a brand new video. Today, I'm going to talk about how do you wash a house? How do you pressure wash a home? Not to mention something that size, right? So we're going to go in detail how to pressure wash a home, and that's what we'll be talking about today on the channel. Now let me take a seat here so we can have this beautiful home in the background. All right, so we here in Florida, we pressure wash homes like this all the time, okay? And today I'm going to show you guys how do you pressure wash a home. And if you want more jobs like that, you want to get jobs on your schedule, you haven't started your marketing yet, let me set up all of your advertising for you. I own a company, 813 Agency. All you have to do is in the link in the description, either text me at my number 843-888-2371, or I now have a link to go ahead and schedule a call with my calendar. So if you're interested in having me set up your Facebook ads and you want more pricing, click that down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how to wash a house. Now it depends on are you downstreaming or are you pressure washing? You know, like with your pressure washer, are you downstreaming with your pressure washer, or are you soft washing? Now the difference is a soft wash, you're using a 12-volt pump versus a pressure washer to downstream with the J-Rod. Now if you need a J-Rod, I have that link down below, also an XJet. But what this does is I get a lot of questions, will this burn up your pump? I heard this is bad for your pressure washer. Well, it's called downstreaming because you're actually running it not through the pump, but through the downstream injector. Every pressure washer has one. It's a little tube on the end of the pressure washer, so it's not going directly through the pump. It is going through the little downstream injector, so that will not burn up your pump. So once you have that set up, you've got your pressure washer. A lot of people, they will, either set it up where you've got like a 5-gallon bucket, or you can go ahead and run that downstream injector tube directly into like a holding tank. So if you have a 65-gallon, 100-gallon holding tank, which is your bleach tank. So if you already have a bleach tank, you can just run that directly through there. Or if you're doing this, you just have like a 5-gallon bucket, you can use that. Now, what do you put in the bucket or the tank? Well, you use your sodium hypochlorite. You can buy that from a pool store, and that is, we have a place called Pinch a Penny down here. So go to your local pool store and ask them for 12.5% SH, and then you're going to put a little bit of soap in that as well. This is called a surfactant. This is going to help it stick to the house, and that way that it can remove all the mold, mildew, and dirt. So once you have your solution down, you don't need to dilute it at all. You're going to be diluting it with your pressure washer. If you are having a holding tank and you have 100 gallons of this stuff ready to go through your soft wash system, then you probably are a little bit more advanced and you know how to dilute that. You're going to go about 50-50 or 70-30 there. All right, so how to wash your house. You need a J-Rod. I recommend at least 200 feet of pressure washing hose. That way you can get all the way around the house. You're just going to take your pressure washer out and hook it up, and then have your hose set up ready to go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use your J-Rod tip. There's a 1-story or a 2-story depending on if you have vinyl siding, if you have stucco, if it's a 1-story, 2-story, 3-story. There's several different tips on the J-Rod, and I have that link down below if you want to check it out, kind of see like which tips there are. But basically there's 2 tips for each. There's a 25-degree nozzle, which is like a fan spray for 1-stories, and there's like a soap and then a rinse, and then there's the same thing that like a shooter tip that shoots all the way up to a 3 stories. So it just depends if you're trying to get to the top of the house or if you're at the bottom. So you're going to use a fan spray, or you're going to use a the shooter tip. All right, and all that is on the J-Rod. It comes with all the 4 tips. So once you have that, you're going to turn your machine on, and you're going to spray. You're going to start by spraying your solution onto the house. You're going to let that dwell for about 10-15 minutes. Then you're going to be rinsing all that. Now keep in mind, you don't want to use any high pressure. This can damage the house. And you also want to be mindful of the front door, you know, the electrical, things like that. So you want to make sure that you're staying clear away from things that you can damage, okay? So that's really how you wash your house. You'll just rinse and repeat until it is all clean. Sometimes you're gonna need, you know, the long tip to get like the wasp nets, things like that. But you're just gonna, you know, start. I typically do the whole house, soap it if it's like a muggy day like this, and then go ahead and rinse that. So that's really all you have to worry about is just soaping it and then rinsing everything, and then everything should look brand new. Now if it's a darker stain, you're dealing with brick, you're gonna have to use a straight SH. You're gonna have to go with a hotter mix. So if it's not coming off, just you know, use a hotter mix in a pump sprayer or get yourself a soft wash system. So I hope this video helped. If it did, leave a like down below. That'll really help boost the algorithm, and I hope everybody's having a blessed day.